Hello and welcome to Hearts of Iron. This is the Air Wing Rebalance Mod made by yours truly, HOI4. This is the Arms Against Tyranny mod version. What we did in the first version of the mod was basically just create up areas where you can just have your carrier aircraft just stay in elements of 10 on land, and you can deploy your aircraft in sections of 25 and have a better deal of it when it comes to your logistics. Now, bearing in mind this is Arms Against Tyranny, so there is new elements to the game that, if you hadn't realized, are out there and they can be exploited. I have been working with kind of like Hawker aircraft, just creating those, but as you can see there, we've got a couple of things done for Avro and de Havilland. So things like this, like air defense plus 5%, and that's product efficiency gain, not really going to make any difference to what we could be seeing in our elements. Sorry, loud motorbike outside, or a moped. So we've got an agility function there. We've got, actually, yes, that would have an effect on combat. Ground combat, it doesn't seem to be a problem. Sub-detection is not going to be a problem. The Avro one, again, don't think it will really make a difference. This will, the air defense will. Again, we've got air defense there, but that's further down the line. With the likes of Hawker, we've got product efficiency gain, air defense, ground attack and reliability, air defense again, ground attack, air attack. See, there's little elements like that. It's ground attack again, supermarine, that should be the one to actually look for. Got agility there, air defense, speed does have an effect on attack purposes, agility and air defense, air attack, that's only for seaplanes, I think. Yep. Speed, air defense, agility, reliability, agility again, air attack, ground attack, not something that really we're dealing with. Vary, these make your carrier aircraft, so reliability, range, max speed, air defense again, detection, agility, air defense, and agility, all things like that will have an effect on the aircraft that you've got out there. So depending on what you've actually built up and actually produced out there, your Hurricane could be different. I mean, I've created a fighter bomber version so that does the CAS roll as well as being a fighter as well. So yeah, your Hurricane could look different to my Hurricane. So the elements of air attack, agility and air supremacy, once you've got the weight versus thrust elements thrown in there with speed and your capability of controlling the state that you're in, will have an effect on fighters lost to enemy fighters lost. Does that all make sense? There's a lot of variables that now contribute towards what's going on in the battlefield. We have actually got a battle going on at the moment. I can't remember the tag for Nationalist Spain, but it is 1938 February. We have got Japan and China. I know that Japan has got loads of aircraft, and China does have some. So let's have a quick look in Japan's section. So let's not start the game, but let's have a look at their air battles going on. So This is Japanese fighters. This is what the AI has been doing. So they've got currently 425 active fighters, air supremacy, and ground missions there. Look in the details. So they've lost 8 fighters, 1 down to an accident, 7 to air battles, and then the enemy has lost 10 aircraft in air battles. Now that's in northern China there. Is there any going on there? No, there's no elements actually in there at the moment. So what are their aircraft looking like? Well, the Japanese don't actually field their aircraft fully trained, so they are coming from a rookie section in combat, going up to trained and then up to regular. So that is as far as we can see there, and that's the major group there. Again, we've got sections of 25s. Now that is strategic bombing, so that not really going to have an effect on what I'm trying to tell you here. Hello, they've got naval bombers that they haven't actually built up yet. That's close air support. It's not really going to have an effect on really what I want to tell. So it's a bit early at this stage. Again, these are carrier aircraft doing a land base role. Oh no, they're not. They're just standing by. Okay. These are doing strategic bombing, so experience is being gained there. But it's only 1938. I can't show you any carrier elements here because the Chinese will not have had any aircraft working out across the sea, I don't think. Yeah, I don't know the tag for Nationalist Spain or Republican Spain, so I suppose if I put the nudge on, I could actually see that, but have a look at the other side of the coin with the one campaign that we do know about so far. This is the Chinese aircraft. Now I don't know what they actually started off with. They could have been trained already, or they up to regular, or they could have been trained or rookies. But that's how they are performing in that area. That is the only aircraft they've got. They've got no aircraft to actually field out here. So if we look at the details, so they've got 34 P6s and 16 CR32s. Their air detection and average mission efficiency 65% within that area. So let's have a look at their land border. They could actually put aircraft there and actually get a bit more screening, but it would depend on the range of those aircraft. So let's come back. So fighters lost, and so that's 0 to 12 months, and you can see there was a hell of a lot of gain at the end, really, of our fighters lost. That's the Chinese fighters. Shot down in air battle was 21, whereas the enemy fighters obviously have more ability about them. What else can I show you? That they are using KI-10s with ground missions and air supremacy. So that's how it stands at the moment. Join me when we come back to different battles in the future. So what I plan to do is show you through each of the steps, kind of like the air war with Poland, Germany, France, Italy and the UK, and see whether we can actually get any naval carrier battles going. Maybe some... Actually, I can't remember whether the Italian Navy has any carrier aircraft. So, oops, that's not what I want. That's it. Right, they don't have any carriers, okay. So we can't check with the Italians then. Okay, yeah. Actually, I need to come back to here because this is where I'm actually carrying on my missions. And making sure that England carries on so that I can actually see these battles going on in these various places. So join me when you can for that. For you it will be a short second or two. For me it will be a bit of gameplay, so join me there. Okay, we're back in the game. It's the 13th of July 1939, so 2 years since Japan invaded China. So we're just tagging into Japan again and saying that they have got actions going on in recent days. So enemy fighters lost to air battle, one of our fighters down to accident, 2 down to air battle. But yeah, there's nothing on the months because they've only just come into this area. As you can see, the Chinese are putting up Cluster Gladiators and P-36As against Japanese Ki-10s and Ki-27s. So that's that particular area. The Shanxi region, whoops, let's have a look at that. Just says 500 from Japan, so recent days, accident losses in months, let's have a look. Bombers lost down to accidents, fighters lost down to accidents. Okay, so that's not probably a good area, so let's backtrack. Northern China, we know that they fought over. In the recent days, only 1-on-1 down to air battle, but if we go back over the last few months, so our fighters have lost 14 down to accidents, 67 in air battles. Our bombers lost 1 accident and air battles 7. So this is the Japanese. Enemy bombers down to air battles. Enemy fighters, 57 of them down to air battles. So in that respect, the mod is working. So let's have a look. So these are this is a mixed batch. This is close air support and fighter wings, and well, as you can see there, on air supremacy they've got up to seasoned. For some reason the computer is using the close air support carriers, carrier close air support for some reason, but as you can see it's working. You may have multiples, but it's working. But yeah, you can see there 3 fighter using the Ki-27, they got up to seasoned. So for those people that were saying that the mod didn't work after regular, there you go, it does work. So that is that group. Let's have a look at this group. Again, we've got air supremacy. You've got the Japanese just throwing in their rookies. Well, as you can see there, they're just going right from the start there. Another one there on air supremacy. So not on interception, because let's face it, the Chinese won't have a lot to actually put up into the battle, but again, they're using carrier close air support. If you're playing against Japan, just be aware of that. Again, there's another one there, but again, the Japanese are throwing in their fighters straight in from rookies, straight on the front lines. Okay, which I think that is crazy, because you're getting buffs in air attack and agility just for training them up to regular. The fact that they're actually just throwing them in. I know as Japan you don't get a lot of fuel, so maybe this is a tactic the AI is given just to throw their fighters in, like so. We don't know. Well, I don't know. This is the Soryu. All of their aircraft are still untrained. Back at home, Kanto, none of those are trained up. They're deploying at the moment, okay. And these are on the Akagi, they're trained up, and those are trained. Kaga, all trained up, and the Royo, all trained up. Okay. Still room to maneuver on the carriers. To be fair, I've done that as well. I haven't filled them up on the British carriers. Bearing in mind it's 13th of July 1979, our emphasis in the game has not happened yet, so I will bring you back when it kicks off with Poland, Germany, France, Italy, all of those. Join me a second. You're back, and well, it's the 8th of September 1939. War has started between the Allies and the Axis, and not so much a Arms Against Tyranny thing here, but the AI of the Axis, in Germany in particular, is mental. When you can do this, when they can send their convoys into an area and then just have them decimated. Remember, each one of these, and I don't know if it actually tells us here whether these are freight or whether these are troop convoys, but 35 convoys, that's a hell of a lot of troops or ships to lose either way. What do we know about them? This is the classic maneuver of just reducing Germany to a former self. We have got information now. Unfortunately, we can't get it on our Polish counterparts there, because we know that there are aircraft in the area bought from Poland, from France, South Africa, Dominion of Canada, and the Raj. Yeah, we haven't sent any over. And active support planes as well. They have got quite a few. So we're going to take a look at this, just a preliminary figure. We got control over green areas, red area here. I have got close air support going into the area. They've decided to put up fighters, so we will see what we can actually see. Okay, some of our bombers have been disrupted there. But yeah, let's have a check round the board. So, who we got next then? So, we could have a look at China just to start off with, because they have been fighting. They have got fighters. Let's have a look. They have still got fighters. Okay. So they're doing air supremacy and interception, two different types of plane. Makes sense. let the gladiators take out the bombers, but yeah, they're running with 0 resources in the area, so not so good. So in total, for the Yangtze River region, we've got fighters lost on both sides, air battle, and accident losses on the Chinese side. Not so good. That's another front that's been fought over at the moment. No aircraft in the area though, northern China. So Chinese have lost 51 aircraft in air battles. Enemy fighters, they've lost 58, which is interesting to see. That's all that we're going to see really from them though. The Japanese have actually got things around the area, so let's have a look at Japan. So Yangtze River region, again, 9 fighters lost, 4 down to accidents, so interesting. Enemy fighters lost 2. They've got fighters up there. Accident losses, that's not so good. They got only there. They have our fighters lost at 7 down to accidents, and 3 bombers lost down to accidents as well. This is the other side of the coin with northern China. So our fighters lost, from the Japanese point of view, accident losses 14, air battle 58, 51 lost the enemy in air battles and shot down in air battles. You would have thought the bombers would be a bit more high there. So I'll look at their stats. So as we saw before, the computer is using the carrier CAS to carry out missions in the area, because apparently it sees that as a good thing. So that is that particular air wing. These are on air supremacy. They've got up to seasoned. Got some rookies. No, that's those. We've already looked at those. Right, we've got some air supremacy seasoned again. So they have been fighting for quite a while. And again, we've got this. So I would say that the mod does work. It's carrier battles that we really need to get to. But that's going to be, it's only September 1939, so it's going to be a way down. Anyway, let's have a look at Poland. So Polish forces in the air, they are facing off against massive amounts. So air battle, our fighters, this is the Polish fighters, remember, 79 versus 19 on the German side. Any bombs lost? Wow, okay, 41 down to AA in that particular region. So can we have a look at their fighter selection or bomber selection? No, it just seems to be just fight. No, there are some CAS there, okay. So yeah, they are gaining very slowly. They've got interception and air supremacy going on in that particular area. They've got interception going from there. Not much to actually see from there, I quite agree. So, Germany. Let's have a look. So this is in the, bearing in mind the war started, I don't know whether I actually said this, 25th of September. September? No, 25th of August even. In this game, anyway. So yeah, they went on the earlier date. So our fighters shot down in air battles 35. Our bombers lost shot down by AA and 12 by air battle, which corresponds. Here we go. Shot down in air battles 133. So if you mass your aircraft, yes, you're going to have these kind of numbers. So if you're dealing with staffles of 25, yeah. We haven't looked at the military organisations that they've actually got working for their benefit. So they've got the likes of Wolf, Messerschmitt. But again, we're seeing air supremacy. We're seeing getting up to seasoned. They probably fall in the Spanish Civil War. That's that group. We've got another group up here. There's 113 aircraft that have been shot down by by Germany's forces. So that is a big take. So no aces, not yet. We've got this air wing. Looks to be, wow, this air wing is, I was going to say primarily close air support, but it's not. It is a mix. Again, there's another one. Seasoned. Okay. Okay. We've got aces that have died. Or an ace that's died. And Germany's fielding forces kind of from rookies straight into the mix. Okay, don't train them up, just send them to the front. Okay, we know how it is. So yeah, them organisation from the air side. So Messerschmitt, they get reliability, they get production efficiency gain. They've got max speed and agility. Max speed and agility again. Alright, naval attack. Production efficiency gain and agility again there. Wolf, let's have a look. They've got no trait points at the moment, so they're not working on anything. So, but they've got air defense and reliability. They've got range. That's production bonuses and air defense on there. Agility, max speed. That will have an effect once those things are activated. This is multi-role aircraft in it, so they have got air defense on there. Production and agility for medium planes. Okay, so Junkers, they would have had the, so they've got air defense on there. Yeah, fair enough. Not that they've got any trait points at the moment, so it's still early days. Let's have a look at France. Whoops. Do it properly. Be sure I don't hit the buttons. So France have got fighters out here and some bombers. So they're losing fighters to air battle. They're shooting down fighters in air battles. They've got air supremacy over Italy. Well, I say they're doing that mission. They haven't got it. So their results are fairly limited at the moment. Let's have a look at their air forces in particular. They're coming from a train status. They've got the D510 working primarily in air supremacy. Okay, it's early days. I think, yeah, some of their forces have been trained up. They maybe have taken casualties. But it looks as if they are primarily trained across the board. Although they are putting some forces up here that are not as trained. Okay, I'm not going to commit my forces as England to that, because that's just a waste basically. If they want to do that, they can do that. Let's tag over Italy. they've only just come into it, so air battles, claimed fighters and bombers, well, a fighter and a bomber. They're up against the French here. Shot down an air battle. Okay, shot down an air battle. There's none there. Any over the med. That's my Silvish in action, but they've got no fighters up there. Do know that I'm combating them in Africa, so fighters lost by accident. Okay, support lane by accident. Okay, yeah, but I've got only close air support actually going into that area, so what are they doing with their aircraft? They're stacking them too high in places. Okay, I've got an ace, but he's on close air support, and they're putting fresh aircraft into the zone. Okay, no training for you guys, no training for you. Okay, that's how we stand at the moment. That's the only countries actually involved in this early stage in September, so tag back to my country and I will join you later. Okay, you're back. It's the 30th September 1939, and what on earth is the German Navy doing? They have just lost massively in the North Sea. They're sending their troops around here, which is basically suicide. They've still got quite a few aircraft, but the Navy is decimated. 7 to 8 ships. I mean, how are they going to be able to do an invasion into Norway from here? I have no idea. Saying that, their casualties 129,000. Italy 63. We've been catching quite a few of Italian convoys in city places, basically. There is still a battle going on here, which I think is an issue for them. But yeah, let's have a look at the air war. Right, my support planes are kind of going down in there because they've got quite a few fighters in this area. 2 airfields within Ethiopia is going to cause a problem. I've captured one. I'm about to capture another. But yeah, we'll see what their fuel can cope with one port. Got things coming in from that side. Probably should have had them actually based in Aden, but there you go. Apart from that, we're not doing anything else in the green areas, I don't think. So we've lost bombers out at sea, shot down by AA, so that was interesting. Enemy ship sunk. Okay. An accident at sea. Okay. Nothing out there. Nothing that we can actually see from here. So let's tag over to France. Poland is gone. So can't tag over to Poland. They've capitulated. So France is doing what? 6 fighters versus 6 fighters. In total, 9 versus 8. Okay. Enemy fighters and support planes in that area. Against mainland Italy. Kind of figures that you'd expect. Are they defending their own territory yet? They are, actually. Okay. Shot down in air battle. They are... Enemy bombers lost 35, but 29 of them by AA, so... Interesting. Any results there? Nope. Don't know whether they've actually got... No, that's me that's fighting there. That's not going to show anything from their side because they've pulled out of there. So from France's side in Western Poland, 99 fighters lost in air battle. Bombers lost in air battle. Support planes lost in air battle. A couple down to AA. They did down some fighters. They did down some bombers. They did down some support planes. So they're not attacking mainland Germany. How are they looking on their experience levels? They are gaining. Because there's a hell of a lot of aircraft there that without any missions at the moment. Not the kind of France that I would play, but there you go. Let's have a look at Italy. Okay, fighters lost. They have shot down fighters. How about the Tyrrhenian Sea? Lost 8 fighters down to air battles. Shot down 2 fighters. We've done anything over France? No. We are still working in Western Poland. Okay. But we lost 14 fighters there. We did shoot down fighters, bombers, and support planes in Western Poland. What about Eastern Poland? It's got no details on there. Okay, how about Ethiopia? Have you shot down any of Brits? So they've lost 5 fighters. Sorry, the Italians have lost 5 fighters down to accidents, bombers down to accidents, and support planes down to accidents. So that's what happens when you send in fresh. Yeah, that just says everything. Okay, let's have a quick look at Germany. So, Germany lost 107 fighters in air battles, 2 accidents, 30 bombers lost in air battles, 87 down to AA. Wow, this is unreal. This is support planes, shot down in air battle, 43, shot down by AA, 84. AA accounted for 6 transports, and 9 of those down in air battle. Wow, okay, enemy fighters lost 365. Enemy bombers lost. That was all air battle. Enemy bombers 57 and 23, 64 and 22. Interesting results there. Eastern Poland, did they do any in Eastern Poland? Accident losses and AA in Eastern Poland, so it doesn't look as if Eastern Poland was really an area. Czechoslovakia actually involved in an air battle. No, as that goes. So we've got an ace. So Stukas have got an ace pilot, but there you go, veterans. So the game does work, the mod works, you can get veterans seasoned after regular status. You just need to have your planes in the right areas. What are you doing against France? So we've lost bombers, shot down fighters. Not a lot going on there. And they have actually got some German aircraft in Ethiopia. Okay. And moving some back. Tactibam. Right, these are Japanese losses. And yeah, they're going up to seas, and it's all fine. It's all fine if you use carrier support aircraft on land as well. If you can't afford a large air force, that may be the way to go. Carrier aircraft are notoriously slower than the land-based variants, but yep, if you can't afford that, that may be a thing to do. Okay. Apart from carrier aircraft, now engaging with other carrier aircraft, there's not a lot that I can actually show you, so I'm going to tag back to England, and you can join me in the next bit. Okay, we're back. It's April 1940, 8th of April, 18th of April even, and the Battle of Britain is on for the second time because they tried it on and then they turned it off. However, we have got, sorry, if I click the right button, I will actually show you what we've got going on. So, if we look at the total since they've started, our fighters lost 185, accident losses 32, that's over an air wing. 153 shot down in an air battle. Enemy fighters shot down 119 in air battles. Enemy bombers lost by AA 215, by air battle 57. Enemy support planes shot down by AA 659. Do not discount that AA, that is unreal. Shot down by air battle, yep, 29. So that's the score over the Southern England as it stands. In the English Channel, not a lot been going on. Our bombers lost, their bombers lost. Sunk 2 ships, but that's about it. We have been hitting the homeland, but only just recently with strategic bombers. In the Benelux region, we did send over bombers to do close air support, and as you can see there, we've got a few entries. Northern France, how does it look? Bombers lost to us, 22. Enemy fighters lost. That was in air battles. So that couldn't have been my aircraft because I only put TAC bombers over there. We've got the Battle of Norway going on at the moment, and it's not going well for me, but I've got fighters over there, I've got tactical bombers, but they've got a hell of a lot more than me, so this kind of just weighs up the numbers. So fighters lost so far to air battle 29, them 28. Bombers lost, they've lost more bombers than we have, shot down by AA, which really helps me, and support planes lost for them too by air battle and AA7, and as you can see there, shot down by AA, that's our planes. So not so good there. We have cleaned up in the Mediterranean. We've got green air again. Enemy bombs lost, as you can see there. Can I see any readings of my aircraft? We've got aces, but that's naval bomber. I have got these aircraft up here, but they're just landing a fight, basically. And these were out in Ethiopia. They're just clearing up, all in one air group, so I know where they stand, and that's all of those there. The groups up here are air wings that aren't assigned to anybody, like if they are new, so they're training up, or if they're on a carrier. So we've got an ace on a naval bomber. We've got these guys out there, but they're not doing a lot at the moment. They're on a strike force, and currently I have no idea where my other strike force is. They're there. Okay, right. So they've been working, but yeah, okay, they haven't been doing a lot. Not with the aircraft, anyway. Right, if we jump over to France, they are now in exile, so I've no idea how this will actually look. Wow, okay, they lost 261, but they shot down 123. They shot down 25 bombers and 41 support aircraft. The rest of that is by anti-aircraft. So again, anti-aircraft is pretty sweet. The only thing I have a problem with anti-aircraft is that it goes over to the enemy forces if they overrun your position. Static guns, somebody would put a grenade in there or a charge on there so they couldn't use the guns, so no, I think AA defences should be blown apart. This is over the Benelux region, so they lost fighters over there, they lost bombers. They did shoot down some fighters, shot down some bombers and support aircraft. So the French have done well there. They did a bit of fighting out in Italy. None there. Tyrrhenian Sea. Downed a few planes. So as you can see, this is accounted for everything, even though it's smaller numbers. They are being accounted for. We'll tag over to Italy. They are currently bombing me, so have they gained anything? They have got air supremacy going on, they're getting aces, even on a rookie. Wow, okay. They could have put that ace from somewhere else though. And it looks as if they are coming from rookies, so there's that ace there. And they are strap bombers, so they are grouping things together because they've got better range out there. But yeah, they've lost 41 fighters, 90 bombers in total, and 38 support aircraft. So, if we just tag to Germany and then Japan, I think you'll agree that the elements of the game, even when we're progressing into war, are working. So the final tally for Western Poland, Germany lost 132 aircraft, a couple down to accidents, bombers, 118 support aircraft. Yeah, air battles for some of them. Wow, they shot down 423 enemy aircraft in Western Poland. 64 bombers they shot down, 71 support aircraft. Did they do any within... They did. Well, they lost a few. They lost a few just for that one bomber. Okay, not so good. So if we come the other side, haven't lost any there. That's only recently been happening though, the bomber strike on there in Belgium or the Netherlands. They lost 59 fighters, 26 bombers and 37 support aircraft. They shot down, Germans shot down over Netherlands and Belgium 170 fighters, 26 bombers and 61 support aircraft. So the AI knows how to play. Over France, because France has now capitulated, wow, the Germans lost 152 in an air battle. AA caught most of their bombers, and AA did about 60% of the job with support planes. They lost transports as well. Okay, too sure why they'd be using transports there, but they did. But they did manage in the northern France area. They shot down, Germans shot down 267 fighters in air combat alone. As you can see there, 21 and 17, 71 and 17. So yeah, pretty good numbers. That was for northern France. Southern France, only support planes lost. Okay. Western France, did it get that far? No, it didn't. Okay. Over the Channel, they have lost... Germans have lost 4 bombers, 1 in air battle, 2 to AA. So that would be from these ships. And they've sunk 2 bombers. Have they been working out here? Support planes. Fighter. Not a lot there. And do you know that they were out here? So they lost a fighter in Danakil. Oops, can't click that off. And none there. Okay, that's the Germans contend with. Bear in mind this is before. So the Battle of Britain is actually ongoing early. Let's tag over to Japan. Do you know what? I didn't have a look at the air wings. Germany. Do apologise. So they've... Well, Japanese have lost fighters and a bomber in that area. So they've now moved down though. Yangtze River region was where we last left them. Okay, so they've lost a few things. Half of them down to accidents. Sorry, we're in a different region now. Okay, not there. We're still fighting in Shanti. Maybe. Lost a few fighters. Okay, so if we have a look at their aircraft, just look at all of those not in combat, but those that are getting up to various levels. Have a lot there on one area. Yeah, I can't show you anything to do with carriers because there's no carrier involvement within China. Although that they are using carrier planes. So if we dive back to Germany, and just just have a quick look at their air wings. So, seasons. And again, veterans on bombers, tactical bombers. And okay. So that, I think we've seen the veteran before, so yeah. They were probably from Spanish Civil War. Yeah, it looks as if they're putting a lot there, but they're not actually targeting anything. They're not targeting Britain. So they have lost, Germany has lost 47 fighters in an air battle. 28 in an air battle of their bombers, but most of them are by AA. And then their support planes just wrecked apart by the AA. AA has been increasing in the area as well, so sorry, it's there in it, yeah. So I have been maxing it out in the area, having seen what was going on with the AA. But I've used AA before in that kind of realm anyway, so that's nothing new. That said, I'm going to tack back to my country, because the game is not over by any means, and I think that probably brings the mod review to a close. So I'm going to put this video together, I'm going to put it on YouTube, I'm going to link it with the description on YouTube and on the Steam Workshop, and hopefully get that to you today. So if you're hearing this video today, then you have been very... Actually no, you won't, because it probably won't upload until tomorrow now, so yeah. Time's relative anyway. If you like this, if you like the mod, give it a recommend on Steam, give it a like on YouTube, and let's see it grow. Let's see whether Paradox can be influenced by just making this small change. And although it is small changes, they've had 3 hotfixes to the whole system so far, so yeah. Oh, sorry, 2 hotfixes, which is, this is my 4th change to the game, because things that I was trying to work out in it. Yeah, development stages have to bring things back to a more realistic realm. Anyway, that said, hope you like the mod, hope you continue to play it, get it on those charts, get some ratings going, and I will see you in the next video. See you later.